Welcome to session 4 of pairs of linear equation in two variables. In this video, we shall study about the pair of linear equations, that is solving the pair of linear equations in two variables by substitution method. To learn this method, let's do the exercise problems of exercise 3.3 and see how we can do the substitution method and solve the linear equations in two variables. So directly we'll start with the exercise questions. So it is all the entire exercise we will be doing by substitution method. Substitution method. So basically in substitution method, when we have got the linear equation in two variables, what we do is we choose any one of the equation, try to express one variable in the form of the other variable, and that what we are getting, we will substitute in the other equation. That means basically we are reducing the equation in two variables to one variable, get the value of any one of the variable and again resubstitute back. Okay, so let's try to do the let's understand this by doing the exercise 3.3. The first question, what they say is solve the following pair of linear equations by substitution method. First bit, x plus y is equal to 14 and x minus y is equal to 4. These are the two equations given to us. Any one of the equation you choose. Say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Okay. Either you can take equation 1 or equation 2 and try to express one variable in the terms of others. In this, the variables are x and y. Either you can express x in terms of y or y in terms of x. So if we choose the second equation, if we take, suppose x minus y is equal to 4 is the equation you have chosen, then we will express x in terms of y, which implies x is equal to 4 plus y. That is nothing but y plus 4. In other way we can write it. So this I will put it as equation 3. So x is equal to y plus 4. This one you are going to substitute in equation 1. Substitute equation 3 in equation 1. So what we get? We get that substituting means wherever x is there, in place of x you are putting it as y plus 4. We get x plus y equal to 14 is there. So instead of x we get it is y plus 4 plus y equal to 14, which implies 2y is equal to 14 minus 4, 10. So y is equal to 5. Right? What we have done when we have substituted, this equation 1 was an equation of two variables. Now when you have substituted x is equal to y plus 4, it has turned out to be an equation in one variable. An equation in one variable will very well we can get the solution of it. So y is equal to 5 is the solution. Now this again, so one variable solution you have got, find out the other. Therefore what you will do, therefore put y equal to 5 in equation. In equation you can put it in equation 3 or in 2 or any in even 1 also. Okay. So I am putting it in equation 3. Put y equal to 5 in equation 3. So what will be the value of x? Therefore x is equal to, what is x? Instead of y I am putting it as 5. So 5 plus 4, that is 9. So what are the common solutions of this linear equation in two variables? X equal to 9 and y is equal to 5. Okay. So this is the method of substitution. Why? Because why it is called substitution method? Because you are substituting the value of one variable in terms of the other in this first equation or in the second equation. So in the same method you are going to do the entire exercise 3.3. Okay. Now let's see the second bit of it. Second question. s minus t equal to 3. This is your equation 1. And next one, s by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. So we will consider that as your second equation. Any one of the equation you can consider. So let's consider the first equation. Okay, and write s in terms of t. So s minus t equal to 3 implies s is equal to t plus 3, right? So this will mark it as equation 3. So next step, substitute equation 3 in equation 2. Okay, so wherever s is there you put it as. So equation 2 will imply what the equation 2 becomes. S in place of s you will put it as t plus 3. So t plus 3 divided by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. So fractions are involved, you should be little careful. Take the LCM. 6 is the LCM, right? So it is 2t plus 6 plus 3t equal to 6, right? So 5t plus 6 is equal to 36. Implies, because 6 into 6 cross multiply. So 5t is equal to 30, which implies t is equal to 30 by 5, that is 6. Now t is 6. So put t equal to 6 in equation 3. In equation 3, therefore what we get? Therefore s is equal to, we get s is equal to t plus 3. T is 6. 6 plus 3, it is 9, right? So s, what are the solutions? S equal to 9 and t equal to 6 is the solution of this. Fine. Then we'll see the next bit, third one. Moving to the third question, third bit of it, first main. What it is? 3x minus y is equal to 3. This is your first equation. Then 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. This is your second equation, right? Substitution method. So consider any one of the equation. So first equation, if you take first equation, in terms of y, if you write y is equal to, in terms of x, 3 minus y, it is here, minus y is equal to 3 minus 3x, which implies y is equal to 3x minus 3, right? So this is your equation 3. So next step, put equation 3 in equation 2. Substitute equation 3 in equation 2. If you do so, so this equation 2 implies what you will get? 9x minus 3 into y. Y is 3x minus 3, right? Now equal to 9. Then simplify it. 9x. This is 3 into 3 is again 9. 9x plus 9 is equal to 9. So this plus x plus 9x and minus 9x gets cancelled. So 9 equal to 9. 9 equal to 9 we are getting. No variable is involved. But the statement is true. That means for all values of x, right? This statement is true. That means x has infinitely many values. When x has infinitely many values, if I go on substituting the values of x here in this equation 3, corresponding values of y also becomes infinite. So whenever you get the true statement, 9 equal to 9 is a true statement, then we say that, or we conclude that the system of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. Because we have studied in the earlier classes that the system of equations, linear equations in two variables, can have three types of solutions. One can be intersecting, another coinciding, another it may not have any common solution. So here it is, since 9 equal to 9 is a true statement, we conclude that the system of linear equations are having infinitely many solutions. Therefore, that means what? Infinitely many solutions means for particular values of x, you get the corresponding values of y, and it is true over all the values for x and y when we are substituting. Why that is happening? You just see here the coefficients of x and y in both the equations. That is here 3x minus y equal to 3, and here 9x minus 3y equal to 9 means this equation 1, if you multiply by 3, you get equation 2. That means both the equations are same. That is their ratios. Which are those ratios? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and is equal to C1 by C2 here. Okay. That's why the system of equations have infinitely many solutions. Have infinitely many solutions. Okay, when the statement is true. Suppose you get a false statement. Say suppose you get 0 is equal to 9. Suppose when you are solving some other problem, you get 0 equal to 9. When you say 0 equal to 9, this is a wrong statement. 0 is not equal to 9. Then what we say? Then we conclude that the system of equations do not have any common solution. Okay, like this. We'll move on to the next one. Fourth question. 0.2x plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3, and another equation 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. Right? Now, if you just look at the equation, they are in decimals and all in the one place of decimals only it is. So, we will try to remove the decimals. So, this 0.2x can be written as 2 by 10x plus 3 by 10y equal to 13 by 10, right? And this one 4x by 10 plus 5y by 10 is equal to 23 by 10. Fine. Now, if you take the LCM, all this 10 gets cancelled there. 10 is common. So, you will get equations reduces to 2x plus 3y equal to 13 and 4x plus 5y is equal to 23. Okay. So, now we will consider this as equation 1, the other one as equation 2. Now, substituting the same way. Which one you will take? Equation 1. Equation 1 implies 2x is equal to 13 minus 3y. We are writing x in terms of y in this equation. Therefore, what is x equal to? X equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. Fine. So, this equation we are going to substitute. So, put equation 3 in equation 2. Fine. So, what equation 2 will imply? This equation 2 implies 4 into. Wherever x is there, we are substituting x with this thing. That is 13 minus 3y by 2 into plus 5 into y equal to 23. Solve it. 2 1s are 2 2s are. Simplify. 13 2s are 26 minus 2 into 3 6y plus 5y equal to 23. 26 minus y is equal to 23. So implies minus y equal to 23 minus 26, that is minus 3. Therefore, y equal to 3. One value of the variable, one variable we have got, y is equal to 3. Now put that y equal to 3 in equation 3. Okay. This side a bit off. So, put y equal to 3 in equation 3. What we get? We get x is equal to 13 minus 3 into 3 by 2. Right. So 13 minus 9 by 2. 13 minus 9 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Right? So what are the values? This is 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2 and y equal to 3 are the solutions for this equation. Fine? Okay. Now let's see the next question. Question in the first one only. Which one? Fourth part now. Right? Fourth is completed. Fifth one. Okay. Fifth one. Question is root 2x plus root 3y equal to 0. And this is equation 1. Equation 1. Then root 3x minus root 8y equal to 0. Your equation 2. Fine. Now, the same way, consider any one of the equation and write one variable in terms of the other. So, let's consider equation 1. Equation 1, in this what x is equal to? X is equal to minus root 3y divided by root 2. Fine. Now, this is your equation 3. Putting x equation 3 in equation 2, we get what we get? Root 3 into x. Into x is nothing but root 3 into y divided by root 2, right? Minus root 8y is equal to 0. Okay. Now with this root 3 we will multiply. This is nothing but minus 3y by root 2 minus root 8 into y is equal to 0. Y is common. Let us take out y here. So y is equal to, y into minus root minus 3 by root 2 minus root 8 is equal to 0. So which implies y is equal to 0 by this entire thing. That is minus 3 by root 2 minus root 8. That is nothing but 0 itself, right? Therefore, y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, then find out what is value of x. Y is here, so x will also be 0. Substitute. Substitute y equal to 0 in equation 3. We get x also 0. Therefore, what are the solutions for this? It is x equal to 0 and y is also equal to 0. Okay. Now, with this, let's move on to the last part of this first question. We'll see the sixth question now. First bit, sixth question. What it is? 3x by 2 minus 5y by 3 equal to minus 2. Equation 1. And the other equation is x by 3 plus y by 6. No, y by 2 it is. Y by 2 is equal to 13 by 6. This is equation 2. Okay. So let's consider equation 2 and try to express x in terms of y. Okay. So x by 3 is equal to what? 13 by 6 minus y by 2. Fine. So this, if you take the LCM, this is 12 here, right? Then this is into 2 into 2. This is 6 into 6, right? So 26 minus 6y. X by 3 is equal to 26 minus 6y by 12. So 3 1s are 3 4s are simplified. So what it is? X is equal to, now we are getting x equal to 26 minus 6y by 4. 26 minus 6y is there. Here also we can take out 2 common. So it is 13 minus 2 common, or we can take out 3 only. 3. If you are taking out 3, no, it is 2 common here. 2 into 13 minus 3y by 4, right? Fine. 4. Then simplifying this, it leads to x is equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. Fine. This value of x, we are substituting in equation. Which equation we have taken? We have taken equation 2. So we are substituting it in equation 1. Fine. Okay. So this is your equation 3. Put equation 3 in equation 1. What we get? In place of x, this thing 13 minus 3y by 2 has to come. So therefore, 3 into x is 13 minus 3y by 2 whole divided by 2 minus 5y by 3 equal to minus 2. Fine. Now you simplify this. So 3 into 13 is 39 minus 9y divided by, this 2 comes down, so it is 4 minus 5y by 3 is equal to minus 2. Fine. Then I'll do it here. Therefore, further simplifying what it is 39 minus 9y divided by 4 minus 5y by 3 is equal to minus 2 we got. Right? Now take the LCM of this. Taking the LCM is 12. So this entire equation you are multiplying it by 3. This you are multiplying it by 4. Correct? So 13 into 3 into 39, 927, 217. 117 minus 27y minus 20y is equal to minus 2. So 117 minus 47y is equal to 12 into minus 2 is 24. So minus 47y is equal to minus 24 minus 117. Right? That will be equal to minus 47y is equal to minus 141. Right? So this implies y is equal to minus 141 by minus 47. 20 into 3, right? 47 into 3 gives you 141. So y is equal to 3. Therefore, you have to substitute and get what is x. Therefore, put y equal to 3 in equation 3. What was your equation 3? Equation 3 was x is equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. Correct? So substitute here, that is 13 minus 3y. Y is how much? 9. Y is 3. So 3 into 3 is 9. 9 by 2. So 13 minus 9 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Therefore, what are the values of x and y? Therefore, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. These are the values of it. Okay? Now, with this, we will move on to the next question. Second question. Seeing the second question now. Solve 2x plus 3y equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y equal to minus 24. And they have asked you to find the value of m. Find the value of m. Find m for which y is equal to mx plus 3 is known. So first, when you are solving these two, you get the values of x and y. Once you get the value of x and y, you are substituting in this equation and finding value of m. So first, let's try to find the value of x and y in this. Okay, solution. So this we will consider it as equation 1. This is your equation 2. So from equation 1 we get, from equation 1 what will be 2x? 2x is equal to 11 minus 3y. Okay, I'll write 2x itself. So I am not going to find out what is x. Why? Because if you just look at in the second equation, here 2x is there. So directly I can substitute it. Fine. So this I will take it as 3. So putting equation 3 in equation 2. What we get? We get, there's nothing wrong if you take x equal to 11 minus 3y by 2. Next step it will get cancelled. Okay, that's no problem. So since it was 2x here, I directly took them. 11 minus 3y minus 4y is equal to minus 24. So this implies what? 11 minus, this is 7y is equal to minus 24, implies minus 7y equal to minus 24, minus 11 is minus 35. So implies y is equal to minus 35 by minus 7, that is 5. Fine, y is 5. Therefore, put y is equal to 5 in equation 3. We get, what do we get? 2x is equal to 11 minus 3 into 5. Right. This implies 2x is equal to 11 minus 15, that is minus 4. So x is equal to minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2. So value of x you have got as minus 2 and y is 5. Now substitute these two values in the equation y is equal to mx plus 3. Substitute. Now substitute y is equal to 5 and x equal to minus 2 in equation which is that y equal to mx plus 3. Now what we get? Y is how much? We said 5 is equal to m into minus 2 plus 3. So this is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2 equal to minus 2m, implies m equal to minus 1. Value of m is equal to minus 1. Okay. So 3.2 in this second, up to second question we have completed. That's all in today's video. Thank you.